Greetings, geeks and geekerellas. It is me. I am back. Day late and dollar short, but I am back. Gotta keep it quick because got company over and with this late. Sorry about that. Just completely spaced last night. My bad. Anywho. Yet again. Cloak and Dagger is really good, but hard to review, but I will try my damnedest. Before I do, spoiler alert, if you hadn't seen that episode, go watch it and come back. Now let's get into it. So we pick up where we last left off with Tandy and Ty saying that you need to talk. And then for most of the whole entire episode, it keeps flashing back to their conversation. And the conversation is basically confirming what we already knew about what some of the visions could mean and about what their powers truly are and how he can see people's nightmares, she can see their dreams. All of that. Then they test their limits, like with how close they can get with each other. They can get like super close, but the minute they actually touch, it's like whoa. And they definitely are hinting that they'll get together, which honestly I already ship it. Because they have really good chemistry together. Especially at the end where they're helping each other and they're helping each other figure out things and give each other advice. And then they just completely put all the cards on the table. Cut the shit, spill the tea. And it all happens when she reveals that she thought about killing herself. And he's like, what? Why would you do that? And that gets them into a fight. And they completely like tell each other every flaw that they have. And get to some deep shit about how racism is still real. And all of that. And it's really good, and it leaves them both with like a determination, like screw them, which leads to some interesting stuff. Because meanwhile, the day after, we see Ty give his parents some attitude, then go to school, and finally hook up with the maybe girlfriend, which now kind of becomes official girlfriend. And they make out. And he tries to take Tandy's advice about giving him a reason to go to the police office, which he thinks that it will be stealing his own car, his own bike, and saying that's stolen. And he tries to, but then he chickens out because he's got a fear of cops. And then that leads to his dad seeing his anger and finding the bolt cutters, thinking that he's using them for stealing purposes. And so his dad takes him in and tells him about this secret group which I know I'm an uneducated white person, but I didn't really totally get what that was. Like a protest group type thing. Kind of like the real life Black Panthers, but seems like a more civilized version. And they made their own protest outfits. Ty's looking around the place, and he actually finds, he gets drawn to this one unfinished outfit, finds out that it's his brother's, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna finish it and march in his stead. And then that kind of brings him and his dad closer together. He's even being nicer to his parents, and finally he gets up the courage to go to the police office again. This time actually, I think, ask for the cop who killed his brother. Which that will be interesting. Meanwhile, while this is going on, we see Tandy's story. And Tandy's story is that she's with her mom and her mom's boyfriend, and she actually intentionally uses her powers to see if her mom's boyfriend is legit or not, and she finds out that yes, he is legit. He wants to marry the mom, and his ultimate dream is to marry the mom, quit being a lawyer, and become a chef with his own restaurant. And she's like, whoa. So between that and what's happening, what Ty gave her as advice, she pulls her shit together and says, hey, I'm going to help you with this case. And she actually becomes like his assistant with this case and helps him out. But then they're all eating together, and he gets a call from his wife, because yes, he has a wife. But he told Tandy that they're all but divorced. They're separated, but unfortunately, earlier, before she saw his ultimate dreams, Tandy went off saying that he was another married man who was just lying to the mom because she had a great ass. And that's tainted the mom, so when she sees the wife call when they're trying to eat together, she gets upset, figures that Tandy's right, and breaks up with him. Tandy gets kind of upset about this and ends up trying to go see him at work. Greg, the mom's boyfriend. And then, as she's about to walk in there, she sees someone who clearly has a lot of money because they were dressed as a water person shoot Greg and kill him. And to hide all the evidence, it's revealed that the reason why they were a water carrier is because they've actually got gasoline in the water tank, or some type of flammable liquid. Because I didn't think gasoline was clear. But anyway, they set fire to the place. Tandy freaks out. And after we reveal more about how she's suicidal and all, we see her actually go to the pier and tie herself up and jump off. But then we see a light, and we see that she actually made a light dagger to free herself, to prove that she's a fighter. I think it was a wake-up call for her. And so she's like, okay, I'm going to fight. and she goes back to Greg's place, purposefully creates a light dagger for like the first time, I think, and then opens up a secret compartment that Greg had, takes secret files that he had that survived the fire, and boom, that's the end of her story. So it's hopeful, but I still got a long way to go, and Detective Kira wasn't even in this. Wait, no. Detective Kira is Detective O'Reilly. And at the end, Ty asked to speak to Detective O'Reilly. Not the guy who killed his brother. Whoa. So yeah, hopefully she'll have a big part next episode. And just FYI, if you haven't seen my previous videos and you're wondering why I keep calling her Detective Kira, it's because the same actress played Kira from Power Rangers Dino Thunder. She was one of my favorites, and I actually kind of had a crush on her. And incidentally enough, she was the Yellow Ranger. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm going on too long as is for a late video. Hopefully you guys join me next time, and you'll join me hopefully this weekend if I can get some time to film a very special video announcing a new show that I will be doing on this channel. But anyway, that's it for now. Till next time, and beyond. Making sure I'm out of frame.